Les Miles wants a more physical football team, and that means pounding the rock. The problem is the guy who led the way for the Tigers in that department, Charles Scott, is gone. So is backup Keelan Williams. So the battle at tailback this spring was literally wide open.
Nobody's written in stone as being a starter, and nobody's written in stone as being, third string. We don't really know right now. And it's a friendly rivalry, but at the same time, it's a business approach that we're taking. So everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to be the starter. Everybody wants to be that guy that they call on. But I know that when the fall rolls around, as a whole, the running backs are going to be somebody that this football team can depend on.
The top three contenders for the title of top Tiger back are senior Richard Murphy, who is returning from knee surgery, junior Stevan Ridley, and redshirt freshman Michael Ford. While Ridley and Murphy may be the vets, it was Ford that fans and Coach Miles wanted to get a good look at this spring, and he lived up to the hype.
Yeah, I like, what you don't realize is how strong he is or how fast he is. He makes very good cuts, and he makes a nice run, and he gets in the secondary, and it's tough to catch him.
Just getting comfortable with the game, learning the game, then, feeding off them guys, telling me how the game's going to be, things like that. I'm just trying to learn off them because it's my first year really playing, so I'm just watching them guys trying to learn.
Ridley is built like and listed as a fullback, but when the Tigers were beset by injuries last year, he stepped in and proved he could be a reliable ball carrier. That late season experience has propelled him into this year's tailback tangle.
Everybody wants to be in that role, but you have to wait your time, and that's the biggest thing that my mom was always telling me is to be patient. So when I got my opportunities last year, I tried to make the best out of them. I didn't have my best outing in the Capital One Bowl, but that's part of football. You can't have a good one in them all, but I know that I've learned from it.
With Murphy coming off the knee injury, he has been held out of contact all of this spring, which means he's a little behind the eight ball in his competition with Ridley and Ford, which means when the Tigers come back for practice this summer, he'll be under the gun.
It's been real hard. I've just been, every scrimmage I've been on the sideline just wanting to get in, but I understand the situation. But then Coach Wilson came to me and said, my scrimmage is practicing every snap when I get the chance. Just run hard like it's a scrimmage.
I'm just waiting to get 18 back out there, man. He's over there drooling on the sidelines ready to get on the field. But I'm telling you, it's going to be very exciting in the fall once we get all three of us rolling.
It's likely all three will get their fair share of touches until a true number one emerges. But there's no question Coach Miles will be relying heavily on the ground game this fall, so someone will have to rise above the crowd by the time the Tigers get into the physical SEC. In Baton Rouge, Paul Boron for CST Tonight.